Hi everyone, this is Selina. I hope you're well. Welcome back to one of my videos. If you're new to my channel, my name's Selina and I release a crochet tutorial every week. So today I wanted to bring to you this beautiful cardigan. It's a hexagon cardigan. And I'm going to try and show you on camera because it's quite oversized, which is really nice. The free pattern is available on my blog, selinaveronique.com. As always, the link will be in the description box. And as I said, this is a hexagon cardigan and it's really easy to crochet. There are inclusive sizes up to 5XL on my pattern. I will be making size S for this project, for this tutorial, but by looking at the pattern you will know how to make the size that you want, and it's a really easy project. So for this project I used 7 skeins of Vanna's Choice by Lion Brand. This is a size 4 yarn. I also used 2 skeins of Stylecraft Special Aran, and this is really nice. You can substitute it with any Aran yarn that you have. I just used it because I love it and I had it on hand. So I used 2 skeins of this. And then I used a 5mm crochet hook as well as a 6mm crochet hook. I also used a pair of scissors and a tapestry needle, and that's it. And this is a really easy, beautiful pattern. I will be showing you exactly everything step by step in this tutorial. I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy a crochet tutorial every week. And thanks again for watching. I'll just jump right into the tutorial. Okay, so for this part of the project you will be taking your yarn and your 6mm crochet hook and create a slip knot. Once you've created your slip knot, just pop your hook through and chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and once you've chained 5 you are going to be slip stitching in the first chain to close your ring. So just go ahead and do that. And now you are going to be chaining 3. So 1, 2 and 3, and this counts as your first double crochet. And what we are going to be doing is placing 2 more double crochets into this center right here. So just wrap your yarn around your hook, go into the center, pull up a loop. You've got 3 loops on your hook, pull through 2 loops and pull through 2 loops. And now you are going to go back into this center and place another double crochet into that, and there we go. And I'm tidying up my loose end as I go along, and what you can see is that we now have 3 double crochets because this first double crochet counts as a this chain 3, counts as our first double crochet. What we are going to be doing now is chaining 3, so 1, 2 and 3, and we are going to be going back into this center and placing 3 more double crochets into that. So go on and place 3 double crochets into the center. 1, 2 and 3, and we have another cluster of double crochets. We are simply going to be chaining 3, 1, 2 and 3, and placing another cluster of 3 double crochets into this center. So just go ahead and do that, and we are going to be repeating this process of 3 double crochets, chain 3 until we have 6 clusters of double crochets total. So just scrunch up these double crochets like so, and now we've got 3 clusters, 1, 2, 3, and you are simply going to be chaining 3 again and placing another cluster of 3 double crochets another 3 times. And once we've finished the 6 clusters, I'll get back to you to show you what to do. So I'm back and I finished my cluster of my 6 clusters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and they have got 3 chains to separate them. I've just created a chain 3 right here to finish off this round, so that's what you should be doing, finishing off on a chain 3. And now we are going to be connecting to the chain 3 that we started with, so just slip stitch. So pop your hook through and pull through and pull through, and there we go. We've got the beginning of our hexagonal round. So now I'm just going to show you round 2. So for round 2 you are going to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, turn your work, and obviously this counts as our first double crochet, and we are going to go directly into this space right here and place 2 more double crochets. So just go ahead and place 2 double crochets and another like so. And because this is our corner, so this will become a lot clearer as we carry on with the rounds, but for now this is our corner and it will be our corner throughout. So when you are in a corner like now, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and go back into that space and place another cluster of 3 double crochets. So just go ahead and place another cluster of 3 double crochets like so. And what we are going to be doing is going into the next chain space here, but before we do that we are going to be chaining 1. So chain 1 and go directly into the next corner. So again, this is going to make a lot more sense as we go along, but just note that we will always have 6 corners within this project. So this is another corner, so directly go into that and place 3 double crochets, so 3 double crochets, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and another cluster inside that same space. Just go ahead and place another 3 double crochets. As you can see, this is a very repetitive pattern. So there we go, our hexagon is growing, and what we are going to be doing now is the exact same that I've just showed you. So just chain 1 and go directly into the next space and place 3 double crochets, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and 3 double crochets, and just do this until you reach the beginning of this round that we started. So I'm just going to finish this cluster, chain 1, and then go into the next, so then go into the next 3 spaces, so 1, 2 and 3, and repeat this process, and I'll meet you back here to show you how to finish off this round. So I've almost finished this round, and what I am going to be doing to close off this round is chain one. So just go ahead and chain one and slip stitch to that first chain like so, and there we go. Our second round is complete, and now you can see that we not only have corners like this one or that one, we also have spaces in between the corners. So this is how these spaces are gonna, there are going to be more and more of those spaces as the project grows. So now just chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, turn your work, and because this is a center space and not a corner, we are simply going to be adding just 2 double crochets. So we're just going to add 2 extra double crochets into this space, and that creates our cluster of 3. And now we are going to be chaining 1, and here we go. We have reached a corner once again. So again, every time you reach a corner, you are going to be placing 3 double crochets, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and place another 3 double crochets into the space. 1, 2 and 3, and chain 1, so chain 1, and go into the next space and place 3 double crochets into that. So 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so we've placed a cluster of 3, and we are going to be chaining 1 and going directly into the next corner and placing 3 double crochets, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and another 3 double crochets in that space. So 1, 2 and 3, chain 1, go into the center space and place just 1 cluster of 3 double crochets. So 1, 2 and 3, chain 1, and now we've reached a corner, so I'm just going to let you carry this on. So every time you reach a corner, place a cluster of 3, chain 3 and a cluster of 3 double crochets, chain 1, go into the center with just 3 double crochets, chain 1 and in the corner, and repeat, and I'll show you how to finish off this round. So I've just finished this round practically, and I've just finished this corner. So I'm just going to chain 1 like so, and then slip stitch to the first chain 3 that we did. So just go ahead and slip stitch through that. And there we go, we finished our round. So as you can see, it really is taking the shape that we want it to take. So now we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn your work, and this is going to be one of our center spaces. As you can see, we are going to be getting more and more center spaces, like I call them. So here's 1 and here's 1. So we're just going to work into that one for now and just place 2 more double crochets into this space like so, and now chain 1 and go into the next stitch, And this is our corner. So again, for each corner it's going to be the exact same thing. So 3 double crochets and chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and 3 double crochets into that same center, chain 1, and now we are going to be working in this stitch where we will be placing just one cluster of 3 double crochets into that, chain 1, and place another cluster of 3 double crochets, 2 and 3. So these are again our center spaces, as I call them, chain 1, and now we've reached a corner. So again, we're just going to be placing 3 double crochets into that, 2 and 3, and chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and go back into that space and place 3 double crochets into that, chain 1, and place a cluster of 3 double crochets into the next stitch like this, and the third, chain 1. So I'm just going to let you carry this on. So in the next space it will be simply a cluster of 3 double crochets in that, then chain 1, 3 double crochets in that corner, chain 3, 3 double crochets, chain 1, go into the next space, chain 1, 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, chain 1, and then the corner again, and so on. And I'm just going to let you carry this on. When you reach the beginning of this round, you will be of course chaining 1 and slip stitching to the first chain 3 that we did. So you are going to be continuing this process until you have 18 rounds in total, and like I said previously, you will be making 2 of these squares. Well, they're not really squares, they're hexagons. So you are going to be making 2, and then I'll show you how to carry on with your project. Hi guys, so I'm back and I finished my 18 rows, and now what I am going to be doing is sewing in this center. So that's the center that we started with, and I'm just gonna tighten it like so that it closes it, and then I'm simply going to sew in my loose end and pull as I go. So I'm just going to let you tie this in, and then I'll get back to you to show you the rest. So now that I've tied this in, I'm just going to take my project and start folding it. So what we are going to be doing is folding it so that it looks like this. I'm trying to show you on camera as best I can, and just turn it so that it's facing this way. And that's the first half of the cardigan. Okay, so I thought it would be easier to show you like this, because on the table it was really hard to show you. So I folded my cardigan like so. So once you've placed your cardigan like so, what we are going to be doing is start by sewing this part in. So you're just going to seam this all the way along, just the top here, and yeah, then I'll get back to you to show you what to do. So I'm just going to show you how to seam this on the table, but basically it will be from this side all the way along to the other side. So to sew this in, I've just tied my my yarn here and popped my tapestry needle through, and we're just going to go in and out with the mattress stitch all the way along. So just go ahead and sew this part in like I just showed you, and then I'll get back to you to show you what to do. Okay guys, so I've just finished stitching the whole top here, and now what we are going to be doing is sewing the back of the cardigan. So I'm going to try and show you as best I can on camera. So this is the front of the cardigan, and we are simply going to be sewing the back like I've just showed you. So just sew the back of the cardigan in, and then I'll get back to you to show you what to do. Okay, so I finished sewing in the back of this project, and now I'm just going to show you how to make the cuff edging. Okay, so for the cuff edging, I've just attached the new yarn, the cream yarn, and I've got my 5mm crochet hook, and I've attached it on, and you can attach the yarn on any stitch. What I will be doing is taking the yarn and chaining one, so you've chained one, and now I'm going to go into the next stitch and place a single crochet into that. So I'm just placing a single crochet into that, and then I'm just going to skip one stitch, so skip the next stitch right here and go into the next with a single crochet, and skip the next stitch and go into the next stitch with a single crochet, skip one stitch and go into the next with a single crochet, and just do this until you reach the end of this row. So skip one stitch and then go into the next with a single crochet, and then I'll meet you back to show you row 2. Okay, so I've almost reached the end of this row, and what I am going to do is slip stitch to the first chain to close this round like so. So now we are going to be chaining 3, 1, 2 and 3, and this counts as our first double crochet. What we are going to be doing is going into the next stitch and placing a double crochet into that, and then going into the next stitch and placing a double crochet into that, and then into the next stitch and placing a double crochet into that, and so on. So just carry on placing double crochets all along this edge in each single crochet from the previous row, and I'll meet you back to show you what to do. So I finished my last double crochet, and what I am going to be doing is slip stitching to the first chain 3 that we made like so, and now I will be chaining 3, 1, 2 and 3. This counts as our first double crochet, and now we are simply going to be alternating front post and back post double crochets. So for your front post double crochet, wrap your yarn around your hook, go into the next double crochet, and you are simply going to go into the back like so and go through like this. Pull up a loop around your stitch, go through 2 loops, go through 2 loops. So we're basically doing a normal double crochet but around the stitch. Now in the next double crochet, we are going to be doing a back post double crochet. So wrap your yarn around your hook, go in through the back and then the side like so, and then just like this, pull up a loop. So I know this seems quite intricate, but you will get the hang of it. Take your yarn, pull through 2 loops, take your yarn, pull through 2 loops. And this is what it looks like, but it will look a lot neater once we finished this round. Now take your yarn and do into the next double crochet from the previous row a front post double crochet, and now a back post double crochet. So again, go in through the back of the stitch, put your hook through like that, go around the stitch, pull your yarn through, go through 2 loops and go through 2 loops. So I hope this is a clear explanation. So we are alternating, so I'm going to do a front post double crochet now. So we are alternating front and back post double crochet. So wrap your yarn around your hook, go through the back and pull through. So I'm just going to let you carry on until you reach the end of this row, and I'll show you what to do then. So I've almost finished my row, and now to finish it, I'm simply going to slip stitch through the first chain 3 that I did. So just go ahead and slip stitch through that. And now we are going to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. And now we are going to be alternating front and back post double crochets once again, but so the next stitch here was a front post double crochet from the previous row, but what we are going to be doing is a back post double crochet through that. So what we are going to be doing in the next stitch is a front post double crochet, because that is a back post double crochet from the previous row. So just go ahead and place a front post double crochet into that. So what we are doing is alternating back post and front post double crochets, but also alternating them from row to row, if that makes sense. So every time we see a front post double crochet, we're going to go in with a back post double crochet, and then every time we see a back post double crochet from the previous row, we're gonna do a front post double crochet. So just alternate this until we reach the end of this row. So just repeat this process until you have 6 rows of double crochets in total. So this is our 3rd row we're working on of double crochets, alternating them. So just add 3 more on top of that, so that we have 6 rows of double crochets in total, and then just fasten off and do the other sleeve the exact same way that you've done this sleeve. Okay, so now I'm just going to show you how to do the front of the cardigan. Again, just check my website for extra photos, because I'm trying to show you here on camera, but it's not always easy to show the whole cardigan on camera. So the front of the cardigan obviously is this part here. So this front edging up to the top here, and then down the bottom side here. So what we are going to be doing for this part of the project, so we've attached our yarn at the bottom edge here, and now I'm just going to show you what to do. So now that we've attached our yarn, we're just going to pop our hook through and chain 1, and obviously I'm tidying up my loose end as I go. And now that we've chained 1, I'm just going to go into the next stitch and place a single crochet. I am using my 6mm crochet hook and my pink yarn. So then go into the next stitch and place a single crochet, and the next stitch place a single crochet into that, the next stitch. So just go ahead and place a single crochet into each stitch along, and then once you reach the top of the cardigan here, just carry on, just place single crochets along this edge and then go down the other side, and I'll meet you back for row 2. Okay, so I've placed my last single crochet onto the front of the cardigan, and I'm just going to snip off my yarn and pull through, and this is all for the front of the cardigan. I'm going to show you how to do the bottom edging of this cardigan. So the bottom edging of the cardigan is going to be very similar to what I just explained with the sleeves. So it will be a bit different from that, but I will show you how, but it will be very similar. So with your 6mm crochet hook, attach the cream yarn onto the project on any corner. Then pop your hook through and chain 1, and then just single crochet into the next stitch, and into the next stitch also single crochet into that. And I am tidying up my loose ends as I go, so just pop a single crochet into each and every stitch across until you reach the end of this row, and then I'll show you what to do for row 2. Okay, so I've placed a single crochet on every stitch along the edge, and now I'm just going to show you briefly how to do the rest of this pattern. So you are going to chain 3, so chain 3, turn your work. Once you've turned your work, you will be placing, this counts as a double crochet, and you will be placing a double crochet into each and every stitch until the end of this row. So just go ahead and place a double crochet into each and every single crochet until the end of the row, and then once you reach the end of that row, you will be doing what I showed you for the cuff. So alternating in between front and back post double crochets for 7 rows in total of double crochets. So just go ahead and do that, and if you need to rewind the video just to watch the sequence about front and back post double crochets. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.